Once upon a time, as this tale does start, and such tales always start this way. A maiden came a-riding into town, and they say it was tourney day. And the banners flew, and the sky was bright, and the vendors, they sold their wares. The musicians played, and the minstrels sang, and the fighters, they said their prayers. Well, this maiden, she was a demure young thing, as such maids always seem to be. She came into the town on that bright fine day, for to find a husband for she. And Thomas, he was such a handsome young lad, as such lad always seemed to be. His armor shone bright, and his sword was sharp, and the ladies all came to see. And the banners flew, and the sky was bright, and the vendors, they sold their wares. The musicians played, and the minstrels sang, and the fighters, they said their prayers. Well, Thomas, he saw the demure young maid, and their eyes, they did chance to meet. He vowed to win the prize for her, and to never know defeat. He took the field, and he hacked and slashed, and he put his opponents away. It looked as though he had no match at the tourney on that fine day. And the banners flew, and the sky was bright, and the vendors, they sold their wares. The musicians played, and the minstrels sang, and the fighters, they said their prayers. When he looked around the crowd to find the face for which he sought, her form was nowhere to be found, all the many battles he fought. Then one lone fighter took the field to give Thomas one last test, and out he strode to meet his foe, and to see who was the best. And the banners flew, and the sky was bright, and the vendors, they sold their wares. The musicians played, and the minstrels sang, and the fighters, they said their prayers. Oh, the blows came hard, and the blows came swift, and the match was a sight to see. For neither would yield, yet neither seemed to tire. Oh, who would the winner be? The fight, it lasted half an hour, as they traded blow for blow. When each realized clearly enough they were equal to their foe. And their banners flew, and the sky was bright, and the vendors, they sold their wares. The musicians played, and the minstrels sang, and the fighters, they said their prayers. They stopped the fight and saluted each, and their helms on the ground they laid. Then Thomas, he saw his opponent strong was but the demure young maid. The maiden felt that her husband should be equal in every way. So they were wed, and they rode away, and were equal all their days. And the banners still fly, and the sky stayed bright, and the vendors, they sell their wares. The musicians play, and the minstrels sing, and the fighters still say their prayers.